Riley, thank you for taking time with us off the Block Blog. What are your initial impressions of this match?
I thought we played okay. You know, we were pretty good the first set. When we played good teams, they put us under a lot of stress, and we have to be able to respond to that a little bit better than we did tonight. Give it to David. He's a great coach, great program here at Pepperdine, and they outperformed us tonight.
It seemed like the one area that they really did a solid job is from the service line. How does the service pressure compare to what you see in the IA?
It's definitely a lot more aggressive from this team. I think they got both their outside hitters get on the ball real well from the service line. Their opposite does as well. Both opposites do. You know, we usually see one or two guys that can maybe bring it per team. So we've got to get better in that area, especially if we want to contend for a national championship, which is our ambitions. So we got to improve, and I think that helped us tonight.
Obviously, there's different rules for NAIA men's volleyball versus NCAA men's volleyball. A couple of the biggest rule changes is that the Libero can serve at NAIA, and then the amount of substitutes. So how hard is that to adjust to playing under NCAA rules?
It's a little bit of an adjustment. Our Libero is probably our best server, so it definitely takes a weapon out of our repertoire. However, you know, we have to be able to adapt, and we knew what we were getting into, and we really wanted to see a great block on the other side, and that's really one of the reasons why we scheduled these matches, is to see a bigger block, an aggressive block, and to see how our guys respond under pressure.
Did you treat this match any differently than you treated last night's match?
No, not at all. We knew it'd be a little bit different. They're just a little bit more physical than we are. So we have to learn how to overcome situations when they can take away our hitting tendencies. We have to learn to be able to hit different shots than the ones that we were hitting tonight.
How much did last night's match take out of your team? It's pretty hard to play back-to-back, isn't it?
Yeah, I think emotionally it did. I think our guys were real. It was a big match for us last night. You know, every match is a pretty big match. However, Vanguard's a top 10 team in the NAIA. We're a brand new program. To get that match on their home court was a pretty big deal for us. And then to come here, you know, beautiful place. All these guys probably dreamed about playing here. So to put that pressure on them and get them out in front of this this beautiful facility, you know, probably put a little bit on their put a little bit on their back. But I thought we played okay. We got a little bit better, and that's the goal for this trip, is to get better and prepare for conference.
Can you tell us how this match came about?
Sure. Yeah, Marv Dunby's a mentor of mine, great coach, taught me a lot of stuff about the mental side of volleyball and how to be a leader. His best friend is Ken Stanley, who was my coach at Pierce. So they've had a great relationship over the last 25 years, and I've stayed in contact with all of them. Since then, he's introduced me to David Hunt, and David Hunt has become my mentor, basically. He's been a great guy to lean on, ask for advice, things that he would do in these situations, and we asked if he would host us, and he said absolutely. So we hope to get to do this next year as well.
And of course, Coach Hunt is also a Pierce grad too.
Yes, he is. Brahmas.
Let's talk about some of your players. The Libero, let's start with him because you mentioned already. Solid mustache, right?
It's so solid. Yeah, it was a little bit longer before he got here, and he had a really big beard as well. But he's a great volleyball player, great volleyball IQ. It does take away a little bit from us that he can't serve. However, he played really well tonight.
And then a player that seems... He didn't have the best night tonight, but last night he was pretty good. It was your 5'9" outside Kaylee. Can you talk about him?
Yeah, Kaylor Cox, 5'9" outside hitter. No one would let him play front row anywhere in the country. He sent me a video, and we had one spot remaining. So we asked him to come, and he said, well, am I going to play front row? I said, absolutely, if you can pass the volleyball. So we've instilled in him that he has to pass the volleyball. It's a #1 priority, and for him to be the best passing outside hitter in the NAIA. And he's really good. He's a really good volleyball player. Again, a really high IQ. Just got to be a little bit better when he gets a little bit under stress.
A lot of people like to say their program, whether it be USC, UCLA, Pepperdine, Stanford, are national programs. So looking at your roster, you have players from all over the place. You have a player from out here. You have a player from Washington, Montana. How do you go about recruiting?
Well, I was fortunate. We had a really good recruiting budget. Our president, Polly Peterson, has bought into what we're doing, gave me kind of full reign to go out to all these tournaments last year and scout and see who would be willing to come to North Dakota. A little bit of a hard sell. So it's pretty far north, a lot of snow. And I recruited kids that want to come, that wanted to come to North Dakota, you know, and come play for us in we got a $10 million facility. So once we got those kids, we pulled them all in, and now we're really starting to gel. We got about 3 weeks till our conference tournament starts, and we hope to be peaking by then.
Let's talk about your conference season. Yes, you have one more match tomorrow at Concordia, but preview the rest of the conference season and what are your expectations for the season?
We have we're 5-1 in conference. We've got 3 more matches in conference. We need to beat Missouri Baptist, who is tied for second We are actually currently tied for second in the conference, so the winner of that will be second. The loser will be third, and then we'll play a 8-team tournament. First round at our place, and then the final four will be held at Park. And then the winner of that automatically advances to the NAIA tournament, and then the rest is up to a committee. So we want to win that tournament, and that's the goal.
Man, that is quite the conference tournament.
Yeah, it's Park, Missouri Baptist, ourselves, and Briarcliff is 4, and then there's 3 or 4 other good teams that are in there as well.
Well, we thank you for taking time with us off the block, and we wish you nothing but the best.
I appreciate it, and go Jimmies.